I never thought that I would make a follow-up to the Jeff video. I assumed that it would maybe get 20 or 30 views and a couple of comments, and I would go back to making Minecraft videos next week. However, you guys seem to really enjoy the video because it got 2,000 views and a lot of comments. Though maybe enjoy isn't the right word, since many of you guys did not like my ideas for Jeff and took to the comments to critique them. At first I was surprised, but as I read some of the better comments, I came to realize that maybe I had misjudged Jeff in my initial video. I mean, the comments weren't the only thing. My friend who played Jeff and who I based my buffs around turned out to be playing the character completely wrong. That friend now plays tank instead and enjoys it much more. And I also now play with another friend who's really good with Jeff. He has shown me how the character is really meant to be played, and he's also the guy you're watching on the screen right now. All these experiences and just playing the game more has led me to decide to remake the Jeff video, to fixing Jeff, this time with a better understanding of how the character is meant to be played. So let's get into it. In my first video, I said that Jeff was underwhelming to play because he didn't have a role outside of healing teammates and nothing about his kit screamed powerful. I still think that Jeff is underwhelming, but I was only half right in my reasoning. Jeff's kit, while simple, still has some really good qualities that I looked over. His regeneration while swimming and Jeff's bubbles are actually really powerful. The burst speed and health lets teammates either quickly push or get away from a fight without much of a problem. And the regeneration on Jeff swimming really does allow him to survive things that he really shouldn't be. Jeff's role in the team though is still just healing. Now that isn't a problem if you like healing, and healing teammates is definitely necessary, but a strategist should do more than just heal. And Jeff isn't the only offender of this. Rocket also basically just heals, but his other abilities make up for it much better than Jeff's do. I suggested in my last video that to fix this, Jeff should get some buffs that would push him into also speeding up allies alongside healing, and I thought of 6 ideas that would do that. My first was giving a trail that would appear behind Jeff in his swimming mode, which would speed up allies. The next was giving Jeff frozen bubbles that would allow him to slow down enemies when popped. The third was allowing Jeff to charge up his spitballs for extra damage. Next was giving damage resistance to Jeff while swimming. After that was to give players a slow effect while they are caught in his ult activation. And finally, giving Jeff a miniature version of his ult while he's in his swimming mode that would be on a cooldown. At first, I thought these were reasonable buffs to give Jeff, but now I see that most of them were not. The speed trail is a good idea, so I'll keep that, but the frozen bubbles and charging up spitballs are out. Jeff's team up with Luna Snow already does what I wanted the frozen bubbles to do, and it gives Jeff another form of firing too, which makes the idea of charging up spitballs redundant, because he already has another form of firing in the ice shards. I heavily underestimated the healing Jeff got while swimming, so I no longer believe that adding damage resistance on top of that would be a good idea. I still think that having players become slowed while Jeff casts his ult is a good idea. His ult is very powerful, but it's too easy to avoid and heavily reliant on if there's a ledge nearby, so buffing it would be very nice. My thought of a mini ult was to protect Jeff from backline warriors like Iron Fist or Psylocke, but commenters pointed out that it would be used much more offensively to take out high value targets like tanks instead, and that would push Jeff to look for opportunities instead of healing his teammates, which is outside his role entirely. So, out of my 6 ideas, 3 were basically already in the game, 1 pushed Jeff into the wrong direction, and 2 actually were good. So, removing the mini ult from the idea list though also brings up an issue I was trying to fix with it. Jeff does not gain any new ability in the swimming mode, so a new one needs to be added to take its place. And after some thought, I think I have it. Jeff should have an ability to absolutely launch him forwards while he's in his swimming mode. It would basically be like a stronger version of Rocket's jetpack, but it would only go horizontally and would keep Jeff in his swimming mode. And when Jeff does that, he also would leave behind a speed trail that allies can use to catch up. He'd also still leave the speed trail behind passively, but also when he uses this ability. But with that new ability, my issues with Jeff would be completely resolved. He would have a clearer role of also speeding up allies and have much more to do in the game than just heal. So what do you guys think? Would you like to see these buffs added to Jeff, or do you think my old ideas were better? Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!